Coach, just your thoughts on today's meet.
Yeah, on a positive, it was awesome to be able to even have the meet and have them come up, so I'm really grateful for that. Alex Hartman was our one senior, so really happy that she was able to finish out with her last competition. In terms of the results, disappointed to lose to UNLV, and it's hard. This season is different than normal, and we are heavily training and heavily fatigued right now, and I think that sometimes you don't know where you are until you get that chance to have a race, and this was our first real competition. So it kind of lets us know that we're doing the right thing by getting the work in that we need to get done, but I don't think we're really race ready. I don't think we really hit our potential yet. So I think we're going to continue to improve over the next couple of weeks, and I feel like the conference meet, that's where we're going to be peaking to try to be at our best. So UNLV had a great showing today, and outperformed probably where they've been so far this season. So they're really great meet for them, and we just weren't at our best. So a lot to learn from this meet. A lot we can work on. We still have several weeks left to really work on fine tuning and get ready for our championship.
What are the biggest things that you just want your girls to be able to take away from this meet today?
Yeah, so when you're racing hard, when you're tired and fatigued, and you don't have the spring in your step, and you're not explosive off the blocks because you're not really probably at your peak form, it's really like how you kind of react to those circumstances. And in terms of an attitude and effort perspective, we were great. There wasn't a negative face. Nobody was down, and sometimes things don't go your way, and we just have to use that to help us motivate in the future. So the nice thing is that next season we'll have a kind of normal year, hopefully, and we'll be able to prepare the way we normally do and get a better feel for how we're swimming going into these meets. But we didn't have any meets in December. We did have an inter squad meet last week, but it's just not the same. It doesn't really give you a good feeling of where you are. So this was our start, and we expect to get a lot better from here.
How do you think this was a good measuring stick, though, to kind of know where you guys are at compared to UNLV, and then when you see the rest of the Mountain West teams at the conference championships?
Yeah, it kind of shows where they are. And swimming events kind of are different throughout the season. There's different training styles. Some people swim very fatigued all year. The one commonality is they're all trying to be at our best at the end of the season. So whether you win a dual meet or lose it, it doesn't always have a direct correlation to how you do at the end. So I think UNLV is in kind of like peak condition right now, and they're kind of continuing to move probably to their championship. And I think for us, we're still in kind of that training phase, and we're going to have to start moving towards our peak condition as well. But we have really talented athletes on our team, and I think that we have a lot to look forward to over the next few weeks.
Just what was it like seeing your girls' faces this morning? They're able to get back out there and compete finally for the first time in almost 11 months.
Yeah, it was. For, most everybody, this is the first meet in almost a year that we've had. So, swimming is so scripted. You usually have a really good idea of what they've done before in training, and things are more obvious, sometimes as you build your schedule. But because the season got so flipped up, there's more uncertainty, so you don't know as much. So it was so nice to see them happy to compete. We had great atmosphere out there. We had supporters, and I thought that we did the best that we could for today, and that's about all you can ask of somebody. So that was great. Our divers, wanted to acknowledge, should have said that earlier, our divers were outstanding. They were 1, 2, 3 on both boards. Jen Lee has those ladies just operating at full strength, so that was a huge plus for us. And man, I should have said that in the very first thing I talked about. So sorry, sorry to Jen Lee.
Okay, that's okay. Just overall, did they do anything that maybe surprised you guys, or were the girls a little surprised of how much more ahead they were than where you guys are at right now?
Because you never know the inner workings of another team. So and we did have results from them. I knew they were going to be very good. I don't know necessarily if anyone was surprised or not surprised. I think it was just kind of a little snapshot of where we are right now. And would that be the same in a week? I don't know. And a week later after that, I don't know, but I do know that the one common thread everybody has is the conference meet at the same time, and that's kind of how we evaluate our year. So even though this is a different year, the goal is to peak to be at your best at that meet.
I guess just overall, I mean, just last question, just at the end of the meet, what was your message to the girls? Just, not the result that you wanted, but you're still proud of them for their efforts today?
Right, yeah. Well, I acknowledge our divers were on fire. We had some people win races that were close, that were gutsy. And it's really about how you race when you don't feel great, and if you can overcome not that feeling, the next time when you feel better, you value it a lot more. So you always learn something from everything. Like you're right, like you win, you learn in victory, you learn in defeat. And we got a chance to race and see where we are. It's our start, and I expect to be significantly better over the next month.